Welcome to Sustainability Marketing Lecture 7, Customer Solutions. We still deal with the sustainability marketing mix and the first C of the sustainability marketing mix, customer solutions. In this episode, we will talk about sustainability branding. We have two learning objectives. The first one is to appreciate the importance of sustainability brands. And the second one is to understand major sustainability brand decisions. The structure is as follows. We will briefly introduce to the lecture, and then we will deal with the four most important sustainability brand decisions, which are creating, naming, positioning, and developing sustainability brands. How can we define sustainability brands? We can define them as products and services that are branded to signify to the consumer a form of special added value in terms of environmental and social benefits. Well, that's a good definition as a start, but actually sustainability brands are much more. They are the consumer's perception about a product and its performance. You have positive or negative emotions towards the brand. Think about the iPhone or think about the iPad. You may love your iPhone or your iPad, so you have positive relations towards the brand and the product. The more positive your feelings are towards the product, the greater is the likelihood that you will buy the product or that you repurchase the product later in the future. So brands and the emotions you have towards the brands are very important from a marketing perspective. Here are the four major decisions you have to take in sustainability branding. First, creating. Second, naming. Third, positioning. And the fourth one, developing sustainability brands. We will describe and discuss the four major sustainability brand decisions. Let's start with creating new sustainability brands. In Lecture 5, we have already discussed the four different types of corporate leaders. And we talked about the ethical strategists, which have a high morals, which have high principles, but which also want to make a profit. The latest generation of sustainability marketers and entrepreneurs, they belong to the group of ethical strategists. Take, for example, the founders of We Beat the Mountain. It's a Dutch company which was founded in 2010. They want to beat the mountain of garbage, of waste. They want to reduce the waste mountain, so to say. And what they do is they make new stuff out of old stuff. For example, a pocket for your iPhone or for your iPad. So by reducing the waste, they also create new products. And they created this kind of logo and label which stands for the product, but also a kind of movement. We beat the mountain. Let's have a look at another sustainability brand in the case of fashion. Actually, it was founded by a former school friend of mine. His name is Michael Kuhlman. He was a very successful entrepreneur. He founded in the 1990s, he founded his own advertising agency. He was very successful, earning plenty of money. But at a certain stage, he got sick of it. So he started becoming an artist, he traveled the world, and he saw the social problems in many countries and many parts of the world. So he decided to do something about it. And he used his professional knowledge, his artistic knowledge, his knowledge about advertising and marketing to create a new brand called a charity brand, Propheten. Charity means to share something with others. And the first product category was launched in 2011. It's sustainable textiles, which are made out of 100% organic cotton and which comes from fair trade. In addition to that, it also supports charity projects in Sri Lanka to enable children to go to school, a social problem in these countries. So again, from the very beginning, he tries to create a very strong brand to embrace and include consumers on this venture. Let's have a look at another brand, Fauna Fish. It was founded in 2008, and it's a very successful launch and product in the area of fishery. Fauna Fish is actually in biggest term. The tagline is to follow the true taste. It has two meanings. First of all, to follow the true taste of sustainable fish. So all of the fish products offered are very tasty. And secondly, to follow the fish, so to say. So the company offers a device in the internet, and you can follow the fish via Google Maps to see where it comes from, when it was caught, and how it was transported and processed. Again, a very strong brand which stands for itself and which has been very successful. All of these are new brands. Let's have a look at an older brand, a kind of alternative brand which was launched in the 1980s, Ben & Jerry's. You probably know the tasty ice cream. When sustainability brands become successful, there is a danger that some big companies take over the brand. In the case of Ben & Jerry's, it was acquired by Unilever in 2000. And Unilever, the large food company, actually it's one of the largest in the world, acquired the brand and is part of their product or brand portfolio. Unilever itself moved towards sustainability and really makes an effort in this area. So here you can also see a product brand and a corporate brand. Ben & Jerry's is a product brand and Unilever is a corporate brand. Nowadays, corporate brands become rather important. We will come back to that later on. The second major sustainability brand decision is the name of the brand. Here are some names of sustainability brands. In the last episode, I introduced you to mobility car sharing. Let's have a look at the second major sustainability brand decision, the naming of sustainability brands. Here are 5 sustainability brands. In the last episode, I already introduced you to mobility car sharing, offering mobility solutions sustainable youth-related services to private and business customers. So the name of the brand stands for itself. Similarly, Toyota Prius, which was introduced in 1997 in Japan and 2000 in North America and Western Europe. Toyota Prius, the Prius stands for the way forward or the next step. So the Toyota Prius is a hybrid car and it's the next step towards electric cars in the future. So again, the name stands for the technology and the next step. American Apparel. It's a sustainability marketing challenge we discussed in Lecture 5. American Apparel is a rather generic name. It's a general name. It stands for Basic Apparel, and it's made in the USA, so it's sweatshop free. Again, the name of a brand expresses a lot about the brand and its unique features, the unique sustainability position. The Body Shop. Most of you know the Body Shop. It's a company founded by Anita Roddick in 1976. And the Body Shop is a generic name as well. It's about the body, it's about health and well-being. And one of the claims, one of the core values of the Body Shop is to activate the body and self-esteem, as discussed in Lecture 5. So again, the name of a product, the name of the corporate brand stands for itself. Seventh generation is a non-toxic and environmentally safe household product, or rather a product assortment, and it considers, according to an Indian belief, it considers the impacts of our decisions on the next 7 generations. That's something discussed in sustainable development as well, when we should consider our consequences, when we should consider the consequences, the implications of our decisions for future generations. So the naming of the sustainability brand is very difficult, and yet it's also very important. And what you would like to do, and what you try to do, is to express the unique features of the social and environmental and the consumer benefits and attributes in the brand itself. Let's have a look at the third major sustainability brand decision, the positioning of sustainability brands. The first generation of sustainable products in the 1980s and the 1990s suffered from sustainability marketing myopia. What does that mean? Well, the first generation of sustainable products, there are some examples like the bitter taste of coffee, or a washing detergent which would not wash properly, or electric cars which didn't have a long distance range, or rather low mileage. A lot of these products ended up in the green graveyard. They had a myopic focus on social and ecological attributes over customer needs and wants. So they suffered from sustainability marketing myopia because they didn't consider customer value. And that's one of the core issues in modern sustainability marketing, to combine ecological value and social value with customer value. The question is how to create ecological value and social value and at the same time improve customer value. Basically, there are two possibilities. The first one is to emphasize the implicit consumer benefits of social and ecological attributes. Some of them are cost effectiveness, health and safety, and a status symbol. So take, for example, a washing machine, an eco-efficient washing machine, which uses less energy and water. It also saves a lot of cost for the consumer. So in communications, you would try to stress this point. Or think about sustainable textiles and toys. In communications, you would stress the health and the safety of these products, that they are free of any kind of hazardous material or residuals. Or take, for example, electric cars, like the Tesla Roadster, for example. They have a very high status symbol. It's very prestigious to drive around with such a sports car. These are inherent consumer benefits. A second possibility to position sustainability brands would be motif alliances. That means to combine social and ecological attributes with consumer benefits, with conventional purchasing criteria. Take, for example, organic food products. To combine it would be to stress the taste of these products or the convenience. So if you offer a ready-made organic salad, for example, or a ready-made dish or a ready-made pizza, it's convenient. You combine the organic quality, agriculture, with the aspect of convenience, which is very important for certain groups, especially students like you. Or you could combine it with design and durability. Think about products like energy-efficient houses. In the past, they were rather unaesthetic and not nice to look at. New modern energy-efficient houses often have a wonderful design. They look very modern, have transparent glasses and so on. They are also very durable, so they have a value added in the long term. Again, ecological issues are combined with conventional purchasing criteria. Let's go on and have a look at the fourth sustainability brand decision, the developing of sustainability brands. According to the brand name and the product category, there are 4 different possibilities to develop a brand. Let's start with line extensions. Here the brand name and the product category stays the same. Take, for example, American Apparel, the sweatshop-free manufacturing of apparel. They started with a very basic collection of apparel, mainly cotton shirts and t-shirts. In the last couple of years, they extended their product line and they offered many kinds of apparel and textiles, including textiles for women, for men, for kids, including sweatshirts, including suits, including tops, and so on and so forth. So they extended their sustainable textile and apparel products. A second possibility to develop your sustainability brand would be to introduce multiple sustainability brands. So in this case, the product category stays the same, but you introduce a new brand name. Take, for example, a food company like Rapunzel. Rapunzel is a sustainability pioneer established in the 1970s. It's a German company with a headquarters in Bavaria in the Allgäu, a nice surrounding area. And they are very successful worldwide, offering organic, fair-traded food products. And in the past, they were established in the alternative niche. So they did a kind of global marketing and they offered alternative kind of products to third world retailers, to organic food retailers in a rather small niche in countries all over the world. So you might say a very international company. But then they realized that an increasing number of customers, the so-called LOHAS, a new customer group, buys a lot of organic food as well. That's something we discussed in lecture 4. And then they thought about their brand. Should we offer our brand, Rapunzel, to these kind of customers as well? One of the dangers would have been that they would get problems with their loyal customers, the alternatives. That's why they decided to introduce a new sustainability brand called Bio Gourmet. Again, the name of the brand stands for itself. It's bio, organic, with gourmet, the taste of the product. So they introduced a whole new range of organic products which tasted very, very good and introduced it to conventional retailers, especially in Germany, including conventional retailers like Rewe and Edeka. A third possibility to develop your sustainability brand would be a sustainability brand extension. So in this case, you have an existing brand name and a new product category. Take, for example, Natura, the Brazilian beauty company we discussed in lecture 5. They started with Natura for cosmetic products. In the last couple of years, they extended the brand and they also have hair products and skincare products. So they have new related product categories and extended their brand Natura. The last and fourth possibility would be to introduce new sustainability brands. In this case, you have a new brand name and a new product category. Take, for example, Car2Go. Car2Go is a youth-related sustainable service, a kind of car-sharing model offered by Mercedes in different cities around the world. So they entered the market of car sharing with their new brand, so-called Car2Go. Similarly, Drive Now is a brand created by BMW to enter the car sharing market as well. So you can see there's a lot of movement going on in this area and new sustainability brands which are created in this area. It's not about the product itself, it's about new services. Here are the review and discussion questions. What are sustainability brands? Give specific examples from your everyday life. Second, what does sustainability marketing myopia mean? How can companies overcome sustainability marketing myopia? Third, do you think Toyota Prius is a good sustainability brand name? Why? Why not? And fourth, discuss the advantages and disadvantages of sustainability brand extensions. Here are the references, pages 185 to 193 of our textbook, and then a very good article by Jacqueline Ottman, Stafford and Hartman on avoiding green marketing myopia. Actually, they coined the term green marketing myopia. We used in our lecture. And then another reference would be by the United Nations Environmental Program, Talk the Walk, Advancing Sustainable Lifestyles Through Marketing and Communications. Thank you very much for listening, and bye for now.